Hi y'all, welcome to What's Weather. Our blizzards, tornadoes, flooding, and unseasonably warm temperatures in store as we head towards the new year. I'll be breaking that all down coming up in this video. Hope y'all had a great Christmas. Hope y'all were staying warm, staying safe, especially after this historic blizzard swept across the Ohio Valley and Midwest and dropped temperatures down in the negatives. We're going ahead and we're going to take a look at what could be expected in the future. I think we could see some blizzards and some severe weather in the future. Push this 500 millibar jet stream into the future. You see there is a upper level trough down there sweeping in the desert southwest. It's going to head east, slam into the plains, into the Arklatex region where there is a 30% chance for severe weather already issued for day 4. And there's already a 15% chance issued for day 5 in Louisiana all the way down into Mississippi and Alabama. And there's also a 50% chance spanning from Texas all the way into southwest Indiana for day 4 as well. Now, why did they issue that? Here's one reason. You see the trough goes positively tilted, means it goes from this way to that way. That's positive and that's negative. When it goes negative, that's not what you want to see if you don't like severe weather. But if you do like it and you're going to go storm chasing it, then by all means go out there and go storm chasing. And you see the wind shear, that's one ingredient of severe weather. Changing winds and height. Let's say your winds are at 50 mile an hour on the ground level and winds are 100 mile an hour in the upper levels. Now, that could cause spinning in the atmosphere. That's one result of how tornadoes form too. I'll show you below the chart. See, that's our 100 knot wind. These are about 60 to 70 knots. The winds are going to be pretty whipping in the atmosphere, and as that system moves out, cold air is going to be on the back side of this. That's going to be short-lived, as the ridging is going to be forming by the middle of the month as another trough sets down with the Ohio Valley, and 2 troughs going to be set down actually. And I'm eyeing this one around the 12th around the Ohio Valley Midwest. But let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at the simulated radar. We'll look at today. We've got some precip out west. The snowfall and rainfall is going to be impacting y'all today. Rainfall from Illinois down into Texas, especially in the desert southwest. Y'all be getting some precip and lake effect snow showers as well today. It pushes into the New Year's. Looks like that as you're out there on Times Square getting ready to watch that ball drop. Looks like y'all will be getting rained on. It'll be potentially cold rain too. We'll take a look at the temperatures here in a little bit. Snowfall over there out west in Utah all the way down into California, and rainfall in southern California. Snowfall up in Minnesota and the UP of Michigan. Rainfall down in the Carolinas. And we're going to look at the severe weather event first. Then we'll look at the potential blizzard that could impact the Dakotas as well when this severe weather event's going on. See, this severe weather event's going to be get started in the 30% risk area 8 o'clock on Monday night. It's going to last into Tuesday morning, as it's going to be impacting the day 5 15% area by Tuesday afternoon and getting out of the country by the 4th. So it's going to be a pretty quick mover. And after that, it's going to be relatively dry for most of the country, but another snowstorms in store from West Virginia up into the northeast by the 6th through the 7th. States from West Virginia up into Maine. And then another clipper is going to be coming down through the Ohio Valley area from Wisconsin all the way down into Ohio. That's a lake effect snowstorm, possibly. It's going to go into Pennsylvania as well. We head towards the middle of the month. Models are sort of uncertain at this point. I'm thinking after 200 hours, models in La La Land not as accurate. It looks like some precip over and over is going to happen over and over and over across the west as I back this up and show you all that. See, that's due to an upper level low that's going to be training over the same area over and over and over, dumping lots of rainfall, and that could result in some flooding and some mudslides as well. Now let's go ahead and look at the parameters of why they issued the 30% chance over Arkansas and the 50% chance for Texas up into Indiana, including the day 5 15% chance for Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana. Now, surface-based CAPE, we'll go ahead and look at that. You see CAPE phase by 8 o'clock starting to fire up, and it looks like upwards of 2,000 joules per kilogram in the yellow, green about 1,000 joules per kilogram. So definitely a lot of energy in store for severe weather to happen. And by Tuesday afternoon over there in the Mississippi and Louisiana and Alabama, I think that's going to be a bigger event. CAPE value is going to be high out there. And let's look at the temperatures by that point. Monday afternoon is going to be in the upper 70s into the 80s possibly. Now that's fuel for severe weather as well. That's moisture. That's the thermodynamic. It looks like it's going to be lasting for quite a while too. The dew points are going to be relatively high as well. You see temperatures in the 70s and dew points in the 70s. That's a result, and lots of moisture in the atmosphere, especially with wind shear. 60 to 100 knots of wind shear. Kinematics are there as well. Now I will keep y'all posted on the Williams Weather Facebook page. Whatever risk is issued, slight risk, moderate risk, high risk, whatever risk is issued, I will keep you all updated. I will put a link in the description below of my Facebook weather page. I will keep you all updated. do not be scared of this severe weather event. As long as you have as many walls between you and the outside as possible, you will be okay. Now make sure you have the phones charged up, have the batteries in the weather radios. Yeah, don't rely on a stupid siren because you won't hear them at nighttime, as this will be a nighttime event. Monday night into Tuesday morning for the day 4 30% area, and possibly into the 15% area as well. And don't rely on cell phones either, as cell towers could possibly go down as well. But make sure you go get a weather radio. Please have a way to get a warning and know your severe weather action plan when severe weather strikes. Let's look at the wind gusts. Looks like winds are going to be pretty gusty out there. Winds are going to be gusting up the potential blizzard area as well. Looks like damaging winds are going to be possible in that risk areas. Show you down below here. About 30 to 60 mile an hour winds, especially up here in Indiana. That's where the 100 knot winds are. Okay, let's look at the temperatures. I'll start off today. Temperatures start to increase, especially after that drastic cold wave that came down. That Siberian Express, as Ryan Hall y'all calls it. Like it's still lasting up there in Minnesota and Dakotas. I feel bad for y'all. That was terrible. When I did that video outside, man, I could not feel my hands at all out there. That was cold. But looks like warm up is on the way for much of the country. It's well needed as we get to that severe weather event. There's going to be in the 70s and 80s, as I showed y'all. West is still relatively cold, but maybe above average this time of year. And I will show you the 6 to 10 day temperature and precipitation outlook at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. And looks like a drastic cool off is on the way by the middle of the month, unfortunately. Looks like negative temperatures going to be coming down from Canada. Another polar front coming down, bringing negative temperatures. Comment below if you like wintertime or if you like summertime. Because personally, I like summertime. I hate the cold weather. I can't stand it. Let's look at the snowfall totals. Okay, this takes us out to the end of the month, so looks like that lake effect clipper that's coming down from over here in the Ohio Valley looks like it could dump upwards of 1 to 2 inches. That snowstorm out east that I was showing y'all earlier, that was over 200 hours out, by the way. Upwards of a foot of snow in some areas, possibly more. Looks like Buffalo's gonna be getting some more snow as well. I feel bad for Buffalo. Over 40 people died over there as well due to this winter storm. Condolences to them and their families. And 1 to 3 in the blue. Looks like that snowstorm that's north of that severe weather event that's going to happen in the pink. So upwards of 1.5 feet, 1 to 3 in the blue, about 5 inches I'd say over here in Minnesota. I'm pretty confident in that. Up in the mountains over here, upwards of a foot or possibly more in the mountains. It looks like a lot of snowfall out west. Let's look at the rainfall totals as well. Other than the severe weather event, you could see flooding as well in this 15% area, especially in the 30%. So 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. Definitely out west, about a foot of additional rainfall. Okay. Now, the Climate Prediction Center is saying that it's going to be way above average temperatures for this time of year for the next 6 to 10 days, except for in southwest Arizona into southern California. Well needed. Now, 8 to 14 days looks about the same. Now, the precipitation outlook. Now, remember I was saying that see some mudslides out west and could see back-to-back rain and snowfall. That's why they issued the way above average precip. Looks like there's below average precip expected. And down here in the orange from New Mexico all the way over into Louisiana. Looks like in the green out east, you're above average as well. Now the 8 to 14 day outlook, drum roll please. Looks like above average for a lot of people. The white, that's normal. Brown here in the western Dakotas into northeast Montana, that's below normal. And in southeast New Mexico into western Texas, all are gonna be below normal. So that'll do it for this video, y'all. Basically sum it up. If you live from Texas all the way up into southwest Indiana, watch out for severe weather on Monday night into Tuesday morning. If you live in the deep south, watch out for severe weather as well on Tuesday afternoon. If you live up there in the Dakotas into Minnesota, watch out for blizzard-like conditions as well on those days. So if you like the content, please hit that thumbs up button. Comment below if you tell me how I'm doing. We're almost to 100 subscribers, y'all. I appreciate all y'all for subscribing and tuning in on every video. It means a lot to me, so thank you. I appreciate everybody for watching. And share the video as well. Make sure a lot of people watch this. Know that severe weather's coming. And temperature's also on the rise as well. Forgot to add that. So until next time, never stop forecasting.